All right, I'm gonna try and fix this chainsaw. I don't know why I'm so determined to try and fix it, but I'm gonna do my best. We're trying to clear some land out back, and I used to use this chainsaw like 10 years ago. And now we need a chainsaw again because we're gonna start clearing a lot of wood back in the back of our property. And this chainsaw was purchased in 2008. I have the original receipt because my mother doesn't throw anything out. $300 back in 2008, serial number 41806. 2006, my bad. I don't know anything about a chainsaw, but I've been watching a lot of repair videos recently, and I don't think it's that hard. So I'm pretty determined. This hasn't been started in at least 10 years. So from what I've heard, I'm gonna need to clear out the carburetor or clean it. It also has a broken pull cord, and I did purchase a new pull cord, but now I'm kind of thinking that I don't have to do that. I think that I can just tie a knot and then put this back in the handle. I have random tools here. I don't know how helpful they're all going to be, but I figured I'd be prepared and give it a go. The engine's not seized. I learned that word recently. Shout out Barn Brothers. Because I can pull this pull cord still, and if it was seized, I wouldn't be able to. So I'm sort of just gonna tie a knot, and then I'm just gonna imagine that that's gonna be totally fine. But I guess we're gonna find out. I should probably put the handle on first before I start tying the knot. I just got off work. Probably tell by my attire. Oh, what a pain in the balls. Just fucking thread this tiny rope. The reason I'm attempting this, I have the instructions from 2006, and it said that I needed a certain type of pliers, Sir clip pliers, something like that. I don't have those, but now that I'm not trying to take apart the pull cord and replace it with a new one, I'm thinking that I can skip that step. I also think that I could have done it without that, but fucking hell, I need scissors. I realized after I walked away that the video is recording, and I was like, oh, I can cut that out. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna raw upload this, and it's either gonna work or it's not. And we're gonna see what happens. So I cut this fucking shitty strip thing that was on the end of the rope, and now I'm threading in the new one. Or I'm gonna try to. I don't know if there's a trick. So hard. Well, now I'm thinking that I can poke out this plastic part. I don't have a real flathead screwdriver with me, so I don't think I can really get too much. I'm probably gonna have to leave you again, go and get one. Never mind. Well, at least now I can see what I'm trying to push the rope through. But then how am I gonna get the handle back on? What a shitty design. Okay, I have an idea. I'm not going to leave it recording this time. I'm going to pause it. All right, so my mother's a seamstress. So I went into her office and I stole a bit of string, and I'm going to feed this through the top part of the handle, the original handle, and then I'm going to tie it on to the pull cord, and then I'm going to pull it back through. And I don't see any flaws in that logic. I think it's just going to work. I'm sure that this is not the correct method by any means, but something red green. It's not lazy if it works, something like that. I have very shaky hands, and tying this knot with this tiny string is impossible. Okay. Fuck. Just making things harder on myself. It's gonna be the worst video of all time. I know it's arrogant to think that someone might watch this and be like, oh right, I'll watch this guy. He knows how to fix a chainsaw. He uploaded a video. It's very arrogant to think, but I just can't help myself. I think it's so funny to try. I'm almost 30 years old and I have never fixed a piece of power equipment in my life. And I thought this would be a fun experiment. Everybody in my family knows how to do it, but I don't. There was a problem. I've told this story before. There was a problem with the snowblower. And if you live in New England, this year, that was a fucking huge problem. So, oh, this is so short now. Fuck me. No, it's not. And I said it at Christmas dinner. I was like, yeah, fucking snowblower's broke. Can't do it. I had to do it by, I just shovel it. So I couldn't get the snowblower started. And everyone at the dinner table was like, oh, it's a carburetor. Gotta fix the carburetor. And I was like, I don't know what a carburetor is, let alone know how to fix it. So somebody's gonna have to help me. Oh my God, it fucking totally worked. Yes. And literally everyone at the table was like, oh, well, it's the carburetor. You have to fix the carburetor or clean the carburetor. And I was that's just been sitting with me for like 3 months. This totally worked, by the way. Not showing the camera what I did. Just talking over it. Ooh, that maybe worked. All right, it's on there though. It's on there, which is further than this chainsaw has been in a long time. All right, it now has a working pull cord, I think. Definitely not gonna start. I just heard it, there's no way. But that obstacle has been overcome. One thing that I forgot to get was a place to dump the old gas. So I'm gonna go get that. Shitty fucking bucket acquired. So the thing that I have learned is that this does not run on just gasoline. And I guarantee you 10 years ago when I was running it, I only put gasoline in it. But the instruction manual, having since read some of it, it says that it takes a mixture of oil and gasoline because the internal components don't have a way to lubricate themselves. So you have to do a mix of oil with the gasoline. So I don't know how much damage that did 10 years ago, but that is on the docket for fixing today, I hope. I'm gonna start with taking off the air filter, which I think looks fine. It looks new. There's a number on the back. Not sure what that means, but I'm gonna dump all the gasoline out into this very shitty bucket that I found. It's actually 2 buckets. I couldn't get the bottom one out, so we're just gonna use the top one. Is gasoline supposed to be brown? Is that a dumb question? How long do I have to sit here? Probably a decent amount of time. But that gasoline looked like shit, so this feels like it was a good start. I also bought new, oh no, there's fucking still so much in there. What's the point of dumping it out if it doesn't come out? I still see like a couple tablespoons in there. I'm just gonna imagine that that's not a problem for now, and we'll get back to it later. But I'm the most curious on the spark plug, which I did not know how to troubleshoot 10 years ago, but through my research, I have found that you can put it back in this rubber socket that holds it, and when you pull the pull cord, you can look at the spark happen. So if a spark happens, the spark is good. If it doesn't happen, something is horribly wrong. Me not having the right socket, crazy. How many times am I gonna have to go downstairs and get new shit? So often, I guess. So often. Unprepared, hot, wearing a sweater, sucks. I'm gonna change out. All right, so I realized that the videos that I was watching, this guy had this tool, and I just happened to find it downstairs. So I don't know if that fucking did it. Oh, it totally did. Yes, dude. Oh, I'm also realizing now that my attire is probably pretty funny. I work from home. These are my comfy clothes. You know? I have a new spark plug. However, I do want to test the old one. So I'm going to put it back into the rubber housing. But it has a washer that I probably shouldn't lose. And then when I pull the pull cord, I should see a spark at the tip of the spark plug there. And I can't really pull this without putting my foot on the thing. So I'm just gonna do it and I'll tell you if it worked. I'm wearing Crocs. I gotta take my Crocs off. Okay, no spark, didn't work. Putting the new one in, I'm gonna see if I can see a spark on that one. All right, I'll be honest, I couldn't see the spark on this one either. So I'm just gonna assume that a new one is gonna fix the issue. Oh shit, this thing is fucking dirty. All right, I need paper towels. Now I'm getting messy. All right. That's fucking working, right? Oh yes. Idiot. I did push the button. The guy I kept watching on YouTube, shout out Barn Brothers again, he kept saying crusties, and now I want to keep saying that. But I don't want to be a poser. I feel like I'm a fake fan. Someone asked me recently why I wanted to do this. And I was like, I don't know. I think I can do it. I want to do it. I don't know how tight this needs to be. That feels tight enough. Okay, so pull cord works. Not a good demonstration. New spark plug. I assume I'm gonna have to clear or clean the carburetor, which I imagine is right there, which I've learned recently is what pulls the gasoline into wherever it needs to go. But if you let it sit for so long like I did, it starts to oxidize and it can ruin the carburetor, so you have to clean it. I imagine that's going to be the case. However, I am going to try and start it right now. Let me take my Crocs off again and pull my socks up. All right, so I think we might be replacing the pull cord entirely because I just ripped that shit clean off. Fuck, I thought I nailed that when I fixed it. Oh, well now it's like retracted back into the chainsaw. Fuck. Well, now we definitely have to take the left side of this off. All right, well, I guess let's fucking dig in. Who would have thought it wasn't gonna be easy? Man, the people I watch on YouTube make it look so easy. This thing is disgusting with age. The mindset I'm in right now is that I can't really break it anymore. So I'm just gonna keep fucking with it. Can't get the drill in. I guess I'll do it by hand. So if I fuck it up, I'll just bring it to the place. My mother went to go buy me some supplies because she was out. And she went to the whatever appliance, like power place. And she was like, well, if my son can't fix it, can he bring it here? And I was like, I could fix it. I could do it. They don't need to fix it for me. Sounding like they might, but this originally replacing the pull cord was part of the plan. The ball bearing just fell out of this fucking tool that I am using. What the fuck? It's gonna be an hour and a half of me not knowing what I'm doing and trying to fix a chainsaw that like maybe one of my friends might find kind of funny. And then everybody else who I arrogantly think are actually gonna watch this on YouTube are gonna be like, I'm not clicking on that. I'm not watching this guy wearing an espresso martini collared shirt try to fix a chainsaw when he clearly doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but if you're like me and you don't know what you're doing, we can try it together, which is why I'm not cutting anything. This is raw footage, dude. I could put timestamps in the video to show you when I get to each point. I'm just not gonna do that though, because I'm lazy. You're lucky you get a video at all of me failing to fix a chainsaw. I think it was only 4 screws. This is the last one. If I have to take another part of this thing off, I'm going to get the right attachment for the drill. There's no way I'm doing all this by hand. I don't know if you're supposed to. Oh, that took a ton off with it, I guess. I lost the cap to my screwdriver thing somehow. Oh well, who needs it? Oh, all right. I had WD-40, I didn't bring it upstairs. I was gonna spray this. It looks fucking mega crusty. There I go, stealing that guy's word again. Oh, I can totally fix it. I see where the end of the string comes in, and you just tie a knot. Well, I'm just gonna do that. Sounds so easy. Definitely not going to be. Dad gonna blow it in the wind. Just shit footage. Just cussing. I know what this is called. This is called a flywheel. There you go. See, I learned something. I can't remember how to take this apart. So this is the part where I was told that I need very special tools to take this off. I don't have those tools, but it looks like if I just take this washer or this pin clip out, it'll probably just pop right off. So let's just do that. I'm sure the best angle is me working while you can just see me. I'm sure that everyone's gonna be loving that. Cool, I'm gonna watch this guy fix his chainsaw, but he's not showing me how to fuck to do it. All right, don't lose these things. But it did work, I got it off. I don't need no tool. And I could probably just grab that with the pliers that I actually grabbed, that are apparently magnetic. Take out the old one. Fuck yeah. So I noticed that the end of that pull cord was singed. I don't know if that actually helps, but I guess I will do that. Because I didn't do that on the other part that I thought I had fixed. And then Bob's your uncle, it fucking broke again. So there we go. And it looked like it was just pulled once into a knot. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm not gonna trim the end. I trimmed the end last time and then it broke, so. But let me go get a fucking lighter. I'm not gonna pause the footage again to hang out for 15 seconds. There was no fucking lighter upstairs, so I had to go downstairs and get a lighter. Apparently nobody up here has a lighter. Windy, impossible. Ah. I'm such a pussy, dude. All right, let me get real close to the camera, you can watch. I don't know how much I'm supposed to do that, or if it matters at all. I don't think it matters. But I am gonna trim it now, because now it's super tight. Worst scissors ever. Just don't work. See, this is where I'm like, oh, I should probably just cut the video, do it, and then show the camera what I did. Get the real deal. See, now I'm gonna. There, I got those crusties off. Keep saying it, dude. Fuck. Where did this go? It's It's fine. I'm just kidding. I got it, guys. Whoever said I needed the pliers, that instruction manual, wrong. Fuck that. I don't need pliers. But this is impossible. I can already tell it's going to be a pain in the balls to get back on. This is the pin clip that you probably can't see that I'm putting back on the top. Like, and everything's greasy. How did everything get so greasy? Trying to use the screwdriver to separate it so I can get it fucking on there. And it's not going well. There. I fucking nailed it. Yes, it fucking totally works. This is a bad example because it's not wound around it, but it works. It's back on. New one's on. My dogs just barked. I need to get WD-40 to spray this. And I'm going to check if anybody drove up my driveway. All right, WD-40. And I was going to check, I'm going to use the old string to see how many times it needs to wrap around this. Roughly, looks like 2. Should I do 3? 3's too many. Does it not matter? I think it matters. Also, this goes through the hole at the top, which I would have felt dumb if I put this through, screwed it back on, and it was outside. There we go. One, 2. I think that's it. That's it for sure. Now I can take this and thread it back through. And I'll do it correctly this time. See, this cable's not a piece of shit. I don't have to do the yarn trick. Well, now it feels silly that I did the yarn trick earlier when I knew that this was so easy, but that's what I'm here for. I'll do it silly, and then you watch. And then you can call me dumb. My dog's barking. That being said, I can't actually get this through. Can't tell. Oh, it was close, but it wasn't. Totally wasn't close. Let me see if I can make this a little easier. Immediately burnt my thumb. Immediately. Definitely didn't fucking help at all, but let's give it a go. Made it worse. How did I do that? All right, I'll do the yarn technique. Not silly then, not stupid, because it's gonna just fucking work. Assuming I can tie a knot, which honestly could go either way. I burned my thumb so bad. Fuck, it kind of broke. That pisses me off. Can I just bite this? Totally can. Yeah, it just came undone. What the fuck? Pissed me right off. Watch Gen Z try to tie a knot. Impossible challenge. I like to think that there might be some older crowd that's like, oh yeah, this guy also has the type of chainsaw that I have that I don't want to get rid of. Maybe I can get it running. And he pulls up my video. And it's just me not knowing what a carburetor is. Trying to put a piece of string through a pull cord and expecting that to be the best method. Of course, when you watch those videos, like I'm watching this one guy, he does a lot of cuts. He does a lot of cuts so that he'll like fix it and then be like, oh shit, here's what I did to fix it. So maybe he does the string technique too. And maybe if he watches this video, I honestly don't know his name, but I know his channel, Barn Brothers, again, shout out, number 3. Fuck, yeah, this totally isn't working. Because I frayed the fuck out of the end. I don't know why I burnt it. Whose fucking bright idea was that? Scissors that don't cut anything. Fuck me. So now we're at the point where I'm like, is it just awkward enough that I should cut it and jump to where, hey, I got it in the pull cord assembly. We're good to go, fam. Or do I just make you guys suffer and I'll just continue filming until I'm out of... We get these shitty ass scissors. All right, fuck it. I'm getting better scissors. That's my problem. All right, dumbass. I'm pretty sure I turned it on to record. I knew it was gonna happen once. Completely fucked it all up. So I did get this back on there and it's smooth as fuck. Here, I'll take it off to show you. And then I sprayed the fuck out of it with WD-40. And I lied, I'm not gonna take it off. But I did go and get the right parts for the drill so I can speed this up a little bit. So I don't want to do this whole thing by hand. All right, so now we can try and start it again. There's no gas in it. I have to do the gas mixture. Fuck, I should clean the carburetor first. I think. If can figure out how to get that off. But the pull cord, that's actually working, which is kind of great. So, spark plug fixed, pull cord fixed. Now I have to assume, I'm pretty sure that this is carburetor behind this air filter intake. So I'm going to take that off and try to get to the carburetor. Find the right size. Which one's the right size? Found it. So this is the part where I think I'm definitely going to break it. But that's okay. Baby steps. Everybody's got to get there one day. Fucking hell. It's already broken. How bad can I really break it again? So there's 2 bolts on the back of this. I just took off, and I should be able to slide this air filter right off the back. There we go. Cool. So carburetor looks complex. I have no idea how to get this off. Oh, it kind of just fucking slides off the screws. Oh. So, okay. I understand. Kind of. But I don't know if I'll be able to fix it. Okay, this weird thing came off the right side of it, which I assume I'll be able to put back on. Now there's, well, there was gas pressure. Now there's gas all over it. So that's where the gas intake goes. All right, well, that's a good sign, right? That there was still gas pressure. I don't know how you're supposed to get this off without just fucking breaking everything on its way out. But maybe that's the magic. So the trigger is now what's in my way of getting it off. So I understand that. But now I need to figure out how to get that off. Fuck, this was never in any of the videos that I watched. So I have no idea. Oh, what? If I unscrew this, can I just slide the base out? Maybe. The answer was no, I couldn't. So I don't know what that screw did. I'll have to take the fucking handle off. Dumbass. Okay, I can do that. I see. I think. Oh, that's gonna be such a pain in the balls. Fuck. Fuck, I almost had it. Who would have thought the throttle would be the thing that's kicking my ass so much? Never mind. So easier the other way. What the fuck? Okay, so what I did was, this was connected on the right side there. So that's the throttle. And or I broke it. So you're supposed to pull, it pushes this little thing forward and back. I pulled it out from the handle rather than doing it whatever probably the right way was. So that'll be a nightmare to get fucking back on there. But it looks fine. Everything looks good in there. Probably the most tense part of that whole thing. Waiting. Is he gonna get mad? Is he gonna blow up? Who knows? The answer was no, not this time. I don't know how to clean this. I'm gonna open it up and see what it looks like inside, and then we're gonna go from there. I know that there's gaskets that are important. See, that's old shitty gas. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. Oh. Yes, dude, we're getting somewhere. Am I supposed to rinse it? I don't know. The videos I watched, he didn't show this, but he put it in a like subthermic like cleaner thing. I don't have one of those. I'm just a dude at home. Doesn't know what he's doing. But that is now relatively clean, I think. That side, at least. Oh, this is the seal that I was just scrubbing at very harshly, which is the part that I'm not supposed to damage. So careful out there, gamers. There's no chance I get this thing back together the correct way. Oh, he soaked parts of it in gasoline, I think? That's not right. Can't remember. Where'd I put it? Oh. So I'm just going to give it a good once over scrub. Gently pat dry this, I guess. And then put that part back on. Is this still recording? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Everything's back. The washer's back on. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. It looks like I didn't damage the washer at all. I'm not sure if that was actually a concern or if I just made that up. But I know that it has to be vacuum tight. But it looks like that black part is the washer, I guess. And it's on there. It's not damaged. So I guess let's do the other side. You guys are seeing the real thing. This is the real thing. Guy doesn't know what he's doing. Probably gonna break it worse than it was. Oh, that looks clean. That looks totally fine. Oh, but there's some gasoline under there. Okay. I work with computers more, and I'm finding it very funny, the things I'm saying, as opposed to working on computers. I've never had a gasoline touching components that are not supposed to be touched before. So this is a new one for me. I don't know if that's back on the way it was supposed to go. I think it is, though. Hear my neighbors talking about bringing the trash out. I already brought mine out. It's in the shed. Fucking... I knew that was going to happen. I'm working on a deck, and like, not the right place to do this. I wanted to be out in the sun today, and I wanted there to be good lighting for the video that nobody's gonna fucking watch. I'm sure there's people, I'm now laughing that there's people that are like, idiot, you didn't clean it right. It's not gonna fucking work, dumbass. And it's only fair. It's only fair. I don't know. Sorry, be nice, at least. Tell me how to do it right. I could have looked that up before this, but I didn't. But like it looks fine. Am I dumb? Everything's smooth, everything works right. I'm just gonna put it back on and we're gonna see if that worked. All right, the fuel pump is connected again. Never mind, it's disconnected again because it was pissing me off and I couldn't get this fucking thing back on. How's there gasoline everywhere? This thing ain't fucking running, dude. No way. No way. Except it's totally going back on. Yes, dude. Fuck yeah. Now the fuel pump is connected, right? I'll do the pull trigger because that was the one that was pissing me off the most. Where was that other screw that I had there? There it is. I didn't miss it. I didn't forget. I know where everything goes, sort of. All right. No, I fucking had it, you bitch. Screwing in this random bolt from the right that I actually don't know what it does, but I'm not gonna not put it back. Now I can't get this to stay. So I don't know if that was intended or not. This comes over, connects to a bunch of things here. Actually, I have no idea what this is, but I assume it's important in some regard. Oh, this is where it sucks in air. Okay. Oh, there we go. The throttle fucking snaps in. Okay, that's what was fucking me up before. That works now. That totally works now. Now this comes up. That one's on. This one goes there. I don't actually know what that does. Dude, fuck yeah. That's so on there. Now this went on top of it. I'm pretty sure I connected everything the right way. Pretty sure. Oh God. Is it? Are we getting there? We're close. Getting dangerously close to me actually trying to start this thing. I don't know how tight this needs to be, but I imagine pretty tight. Where's the air filter? Where did I put the air filter? Found it. It's the one with the number. Okay. Choke works, I think. New pull cord, carburetor sort of cleaned. Not sure, honestly. But let's do the gas mixture. So I have this. You're supposed to mix it per 1 gallon, but I have a 2 gallon here, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. It just imagine that that's gonna be fine. There's no mark on this, of course. Why would there be? But oh well. Here we go. Oh wait. The manual tells you what the mixture is, and I think it tells you per 2 gallon. So I can do that. Table of contents. This video is not going to be helpful for anybody trying to fix a chainsaw. I didn't even tell you what type of chainsaw it was. If you're curious, it's a Stihl MS 250. So the biggest of the three. This manual applies to the 210, the 230, and the 250. Of course, my dad bought the biggest fucking one, which is not actually that big. This is a pretty standard chainsaw, but can't find the fucking table of contents. Fueling, 35. Agonizing while I try to read text. 2.5 gallons is 6.5 ounces. Well, this isn't 2.5 gallons. Fuck. These are 2.6. So 1 gallon needs one of these. 2 gallons needs 2 of these. 2.5 gallons. So I'll just pour a little less. Fuck. This is an impossible angle. There we go. How's that? That's pretty good. I'm gonna aim for 1 gallon, and we're gonna see if I get there. My dogs have gotten home from their walk. Impossible, dude. I think a little bit more and then I'm there. Oh, I see the marker. There's not a marker, but I can use the side of the can as a marker. Well, it sounds like I wasn't getting fucking 2 gallons out of this anyway. It's like kind of close to a gallon. That's what you come to my channel for. Kind of right. Probably wrong, but well, I guess I should do a secret word. All right, if you made it this far somehow, the secret word will be stallion. How about that? Horsepower, talking about engines. So I'm making my mixture. There's roughly 1 gallon in here. So now I'm pouring the engine oil for all Stihl products. Makes 1 gallon. I just assume that's Ray. I don't know how well you're supposed to shake it. These fucking safety things are so annoying, dude. All right. I feel like I'm mixing up a soda. It's just gonna explode in my hand. I don't know how well it needs to be mixed. Oh, it probably says in the manual. All right. It didn't say, and I stopped reading because I got bored. So. Let's fill it up. Whoa, that filled up fucking fast. Okay. So now that is, I think, the bar oil. No. This is the oil for the chain. So I'm using this. So I've rated this in BioPlus lubricant, vegetable oil base, bar and chain lubricant, less harmful to the environment. Less harmful. I don't know how you make that claim because it's all dog shit anyway. I'm still gonna go. I'm not dumping it on my lawn, I guess. I could dump it in a river. I think that would still be pretty harmful. I don't know what I'm talking about. I promise I don't put car batteries or oil-based lubricants into the river. Whoa, that fucking filled up fast. Okay. The last one was purple and this one's brown. So that's gonna spill everywhere because I filled it up too much. Yeah, there it goes. Pissed me right off. Don't fill it up too much. Checking to make sure this somehow is still recording. The storage on my phone is like full and Google keeps yelling at me, but I don't want to fix it. Because I'm lazy. All right, I think we're off to the races. I guess I can put this back on. If I can remember how. Oh, it's not that bad. All right, I guess let's give it a go. The chain's not stuck, by the way. It should be fine. Oh, it wants to fucking go. I know it does. I don't think I'm strong enough. I am strong enough. Fuck. I think it's a spark plug again. Why do I think that? Because I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't get it off now. My hands are so oily. Take this fucking dumbass air filter off. The exact same spark plug. Maybe it wasn't capped enough. Maybe I didn't cap it enough. Yes, dude. Fuck yeah. Oh, it wants to go, dude. Yes. Alright, so it works, but I don't know how to stop it. So I think I know what the issue is, which I think is the clutch controller. It's not working, so I don't know how to fix that. Well, now I don't know how I fucked that up. I can't figure out how to get this to engage properly. Well, let's try that. Fixed it. Let's fucking go, dude. If you were curious, that metal clip there needed to rest on the choke, and then you can engage the stop. Let's try it again. Let's put it back together, I guess. If you're curious, when I paused the video, as embarrassing as it is, I had to go and look up on Google how to turn off a chainsaw when the stop doesn't fucking work, so. Yes! Well, a roaring success, I can say. Well, if you're like me and you don't know how to fix anything, you can. So, roaring success. I'll tune in next time. Talk in the comments about how I could have done it better. Well, see ya.